ions, dions, and trions are ultra-micro subatomic particle things that form subatomic particles. Like what makes a quark? You know, they talk about these little tiny minute things called quarks in physics. Well, there's something that forms a quark, something smaller than a quark that forms a quark. These things are myons, dions, and trions. They're a stage between the template stuff that we've talked about in Cathara. We talk about it, the particae, particae, and particum waveforms, the standing scalar waves that form the templates of matter. Then it goes through up to this myon, dion, and trion level. This is where we get a type of technology that has the ability to control the way protons, electrons, neutrons, and all those other things our science has identified, a way to control how they behave with each other, what their angular rotation of particle spin is, what's contained in the nucleus of cells, what's contained outside, how many electrons to how many protons. When you get into this level of technology, it's just mind-blowing compared to what our technologies down here are based on. The Niburian Diodic crystal grid was used to turn this into a slave planet since 25,500 BC, and that's precisely what it's been. There were still enough of us functional in the Atlantean period where we were rebelling against it, and the founders were trying to get in here, working with the indigos, working with the humans, to get rid of this monstrosity, installment, that was in the area we call Stonehenge now. The Stonehenge rocks, the original set of them, were put in after the Guardian groups got these towers, these towering selenite crystal rods out, but they were put in to block the same positions. That's why Stonehenge was round. It was a little different shaped when it was originally done. Now, the stones with the crossbars served to do something. They weren't able to get the installation, the matching installation, out of parallel Earth. So they were still, the Niburians were still controlling here through parallel Earth. They were sending it up through the grids from the connection of Earth here up into, to the connection between Earth and parallel. What Stonehenge, as we know it, emerged from was taking large rocks and making conduits that would send the energy. It would come up in the grids, and it would send it back down over the crossbar and down back in. So it would go back to where it came from. So it didn't program the grids here. But there was constantly fighting and warring. One of our groups would put them up, put the stones up, and the other guys would come in and knock them down or take the crossbars off them. Because if they don't have the crossbars, they still run the frequency into this, into Earth's template here. So the Niburian Diodic crystal grid just gave the Anunnaki races a hold on here that they were progressively able to block out Guardian race, like being able to come in and intervene. Yes? Okay. Okay. It's reminding me it's 6:45. Since it's 6:45, we can do dinner at 7. Is that